ceiling, which will give us a much better view of what's going on. And we plan to have that in place in the next couple of days. Like I said, just a test run. Right now at the table we have Noah Contreras, and he's shooting at the 4 ball, and I think he's up 2-0 right now.
Just whenever you're between table 1 and 2, just use the cut.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll come by tomorrow and we can set up that companion app because you can actually just do it from your phone or a tablet. So where whenever you press, instead of having to cut or do whatever, you can just press 2 buttons. Kind of like a Stream Deck, but just with your phone, so you don't have to buy a piece of hardware. Saves you time. Yeah, no, I'll start doing some homework on like how like the professional stuff, how they do like 9 ball, 8 ball. Oh,
Let me see if I can. Are you going to use the mic?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this off for now.
Turn them both on. Or you can just do the mask.
What's interesting is when you have your headset laying on the table like that, anything that touches this table echoes into the microphone. So
Say that again?
when you have your headset on the table like that, anything, if it's on, anything that touches this table echoes into that microphone.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Like it's really loud. Like I put my phone down, I'm like, whoa, that was loud.
oh, yours was all the way up. I think.
Wait, is this
This is the volume. Here we have.
this
You
is the
have
volume
up.
for? Okay, well, where's the microphone?
This the gain is how much it picks up.
This is volume. Yeah. So this is volume for the microphone. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I'll probably start setting
Check,
stuff
check,
up
check.
around 1.
Check, check, check.
But the tournament
Check
doesn't
one,
start till
two.
2:30. Yep. Yeah, we only
I
play.
saw a really bad joke the other day on Facebook. It said I have a Polish friend and I have a check 1, 2.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh wait, no, that the joke was I have a Polish friend that does audio and I have a check 1, 2. But I'm pumped. Oh,
Oh, we're.
yeah, we're tangled up.
Hold on.
Oh, okay, we'll take this off. Okay, untangled. All right. So yeah, just so you guys know, we're working through the the technicalities of streaming right now. That's why we're having this test run. This is the Saturday night tournament at Skinny Bob's in Round Rock, Texas. Um, we are going to do our best to try and keep the scores up to date, but we're probably going to run a couple minutes behind. So please, bear with us. Um, we're looking mostly for how this appears on YouTube, and hopefully we can get this running on Facebook so we can see how it appears there too, and just to see what the scores are looking like, what the cameras look like, and the lighting and the resolution and all that other stuff. And if you guys can point out anything that you think could be better, feel free to post your opinions. We love that. Um, but yeah, that's the purpose of this right now. Although we will do our best to keep an eye on the match and say a few nice things. I will say Sam's hair is looking awfully sharp today. So there's my nice thing. Everything looks really crisp. So one of the cute features that we were able to do, um, which we can test out right now, I think, if Shayla will let us,
Yeah.
is right now we're showing you table 1, and we only have one camera, but we can actually switch to table 2 programmatically. So we're just going to try doing that right now.
Table 2.
Boom. How nice is that?
We got Fuad and Chuck. I don't know what the score is, so.
It's 2-2.
Oh, easy.
And that's a really cool feature because we're not actually touching the camera. The camera is moving on its own, and it's preset to go to that exact location and focus in on that exact spot. So that's really cool. And the lighting is great. I mean, I'm surprised. This looks really good.
Well, tomorrow I'm having that light installed here on table 1.
Wonderful. Is it going to be one of those?
It's the one from back there. We're swapping them.
We're going to put a predator light over table 1.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's so
that
exciting.
should increase the lighting situation.
Yeah, that'll reduce the glare in the middle of the table. So that way the table should appear uniformly blue once that light is installed. So that's great to hear. But still, what I'm really happy about is the background isn't that dark. Like you can see people and
You can still see table 5 over there a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. Everything seems to be in focus. This is looking really good. And Noah's just gonna like mow down these balls and yeah.
Oh, yep. That's it.
I think
4-0.
I think Noah has just won that match. Yep, that was 4-0. So they're gonna give us another match momentarily. We got a lot of good players here tonight. I see at least 1, 2,
I'm going to put the tournament chart in
3
the
players
chat.
over 650 in the room right now. That's pretty cool. And we were getting a lot more activity on Facebook than we are on YouTube.
Yeah, until I can, I mean, I can try and.
No, it's fine for
don't do
now.
it.
We can figure that out later, I guess.
What's the score over here now?
3-2. I don't know who.
I don't know who either.
And RONJ table 6.
So right now we're watching Fuad break. And Fuad doesn't play a whole lot of pool lately. At least I don't think he does. I haven't seen him around much.
It's been a while since
Yeah.
he's been here.
He did play in the league here for a couple of seasons. So I can tell you off the top of my head that he has a Fargo rating or had a Fargo rating that was hovering around 700. Very, very capable player. I don't think I've ever played him before.
It was like one day he'd played.
Sorry?
One day he just played okay pool, and then another day he came in and he shooting
like,
lights out.
Figured it all out.
Yeah, he did.
That's it.
It's crazy.
He solved it, like the Rubik's Cube. Read a book and he was like, yeah, got it.
If only it was that easy.
Yeah, I really wish it were. What is it that Tom Cruise said? If it were hard, everybody would be doing it. Shots fired. The cornhole community is gonna like come come bashing down my door tomorrow. Oh, yeah? Watch me put draw on this beanbag.
I don't know, man. They do some crazy things with those bags.
I've seen what they've done. Cornhole is actually kind of impressive. I make fun, but it's the people who are good at it are really good at it.
So I guess let's go back to table one over here because
Yeah.
we've got a match about to start here. I believe it's Kevin Welling.
I don't know the other player's name.
I don't either. Let me look at the bracket, see who's.
Oh yeah, good point. We have brackets. And if you'd like more information about this tournament, you can visit skinnybobs.com. This is our Saturday night weekly. It starts at 7:30. Field is limited to 32 players. The entry fee is $20. It's a race to 4 on the winner's side, a race to 3 on the loser's side. We pay out to the top 25% of the field, and there is a break and run contest that is hovering right now at around 16,000,
almost 17,
almost
16,900.
$16,900. Our break and run contests, though, are a little bit different than most. It's 15 ball, meaning you have to, if you want the whole 16-9, you'll have to run all 15 balls. The requirements are you have to make a ball in the break, and you have to make a ball thereafter, and you can quit at any time. But you can't quit after you miss. If you miss, you get nothing. So it's a lot of good stuff happening here. Our fields usually fill up. We have tournaments going on almost every day of the week, really. It's Mondays, Tuesdays. Yep. Sorry.
Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So Mondays we do a singles chip tournament now.
Yep.
That's going to be very popular. Tuesday we do a split bracket. Friday and Saturday are just our regular 9-ball open. And then Sunday we're starting a new Fargo Fair match.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So let me ask you, are there any limitations for players out there that would want to play in this? Like are there any Fargo rating limitations at all?
Not in the tournaments, other than the chip tournament. I believe you have to have just a 100 robustness.
Okay. Okay, great. So pros are allowed to play in our.
Anybody can play.
Anybody can play. You heard that. So if Shane Van Boning wants to come down,
bring it.
Bring it. Yeah. Good luck at getting past Noah.
All right. Looks like Kevin won the lag here. This gentleman he's playing his name is Miguel.
And
I think I've only seen him a couple times.
Kevin Welling is a name that you may have heard of recently. He is the director and producer of the documentary that recently came out called Tale of Texas Pool. It is a documentary that goes through the timeline of the Texas Open, the longest running, continuously running 9-ball tournament in the country. We just recently had our 51st anniversary. Looking forward to many, many more. And he goes over the history of many of its winners, and some of the challenges that they've faced. Not just in the pool room, but also in life. And I thought it was really interesting. It was a lot of fun, very educational. I felt like I learned a lot about.
Yeah, and you can watch it.
Anybody
can watch it. Rent it, I believe, on
it's on Apple TV,
TV,
Amazon
Prime. I think I don't know if they're still selling actual DVDs anymore. I think they had a time frame where you could sign up, and there was a limited batch. I'm not sure if they still have any available, but I think it's a taleoftexaspool.com that you can go to.
I don't have a DVD player. I really don't.
I
haven't
either.
had a DVD.
It's been a long time.
I have an Xbox.
Oh, I think you could rent it on one of those gaming devices.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I don't know which one. I'm not a gamer, so I don't know.
Well,
I'm
a
not
lot of those
familiar
gaming
with.
devices, they also connect to like Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
and,
I think I think you could rent it on one of those.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Xbox. I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. He's playing safe so he can set himself up for the 1-9 combo.
That's a really nice safety. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's going to
He,
make contact,
well, he
so
can see it. Yeah.
yeah. Actually, he might make a play on the 9 ball. I think I would.
I would.
Yeah.
Why not?
That is definitely a
Round and round
play.
she goes.
Yep. 2 ball down.
Oh, he made a ball?
Yep. Hit it and hope.
No, he didn't.
So just so you guys know, I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat as well. If you guys do choose to chat, I would like it personally, just so we can see what's happening. Um, like I said, this is a test run, and it's a test run for us. But you know what? It's also a test run for you guys too. So if you're watching, you have responsibilities. Please comment in the live chat.
There'll be a quiz later.
Yeah, this is going to be a quiz. But also, we want to see that everything's working. We want to know that you're hearing us well.
Is it loud? Too loud? Not loud enough?
If the resolution looks good on your computer, we're looking at things on
Hey,
a
hi,
laptop, and if you've
Chicago
got
pit 3.
a 50-inch monitor or 50-inch TV, you can throw this on. Maybe you might want to do that and tell us what it looks like.
Interesting. Shape on the 5. I guess he doesn't want to hit the. He doesn't want to go for the 6-9. So
No,
he's going to
yeah.
come around, what, 3 rails?
I think he's going to try and pull it back 2 rails and try and play the 6 on the side. That's what I would do. I mean, it's a tough cut, but I think that's the easiest thing to position for. Nice queuing up's kind of center on this. Oh, you're right. He's going for the 6-9 combo. Okay, well, let's see how this works out for him. I don't like this angle personally. It's sort of like a zigzag where he's cutting it one way and has the 9 ball cutting another way
Right.
a little bit, which makes it a little bit difficult to judge. It's kind of like a putt shot, like it's gonna go left and then it's gonna go right and then it's gonna go in the hole.
Well, while he was producing that documentary, he wasn't playing any pool.
Oh, oh. Well, that'll
Rarely
do
saw
it.
him in here. So he says now that he's done with the documentary and it's out there, he's getting back on the table again. So he's probably still trying to find his sweet spot.
I guess as the general manager of Skinny Bob's, you've got the wire on just about everybody in Central Texas.
I don't know about all that.
Okay, so
Hey, Noah and
he
Marshall
plays the
table
safety.
2.
Smart.
Yeah. Much more pragmatic choice than what we were thinking of. And there are a couple of safety options here, but I think he's going to go for the bank,
They're
mostly
tough.
because, yeah, the safety options are tough. And you might get a safety just by going for the bank anyway, so you might as well go for the twofer.
Where do you bank it in the other? Which pocket down there by the 7 or the other one?
I would probably go to the left side pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just natural shape for the cue ball.
Yeah. I think he's going for the right. No, he's going for the left. See, then this is where the built-in safety comes into play.
Oh, there we go.
And he's not quite going to get it, no, but he was only like just a few inches away from, I mean, you don't want to leave it near the 9 ball, but given the choice of leaving a 9 ball combination or a 3 ball out,
3 ball out.
well, I'd rather have a tough combo, personally.
You'd rather leave him the tough combo, or you'd
Yeah,
rather have
yeah.
the
I'd rather leave Kevin the tough combo. He's going to run 3 balls.
Hey, Pete Mazza and Kristen, table 9.
So Kevin knocks down the 6, and he's got nice shape on the 7. He should be able to roll this in, go off that rail, and should be relatively straight on that 9. And guys, I'm just talking to talk right now. I want to see how things sound when I get home and make sure that like we're setting everything up the way it should be set up. We are going to be streaming a lot more often, specifically with the premier tournaments that'll be happening at Skinny Bob's. We won't be covering weekly events. It'll be more like our annual or semi-annual events. And please let me know, like if you guys can hear music in the background. I think most of you know that. I mean, if you've watched a pool stream before, that music in the background can hinder our ability to stay on these platforms. So if you can hear music in the background, let us know. If there's a resolution issue, or if you can't hear us, either of us or both of us, please let us know. We're working with brand new equipment. We're getting everything set up, hopefully in an ideal fashion, and we're going to rely on your opinions, on your criticisms, to make that happen. So just throw something in the live chat.
nicely.
Yeah, it's nicely. Yes. Don't be bossy.
I have feelings.
Yeah. Shayla's worked really hard on this, and yeah, she has feelings. So don't be like, what the? Who would ever? Idiots. Although I do love it when people are like that on Facebook. Idiots.
So we filled up the tournament tonight. We actually
that-
we're also giving away a free entry to the
Who's
Nine
that
Ball
on table
Classic tonight.
5? Is that on? No.
I don't know. Let's look at the bracket.
There are people in the room tonight who I don't know, and I'm wondering if I do know them, and I just haven't seen them in a long time. I can't see this.
Hey, Sam and Eric, table 4.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know this person. Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm not gonna butcher.
So my big thing right now is I need to remember to bring my readers.
Maybe I should just invest in a few different prescriptions and just have them here for everybody.
Oh, we're getting so old.
We all need it.
We're
That's not a
breaking
bad
down.
idea.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. All of the commentators are going to be in this, except for Noah.
How did you zoom in like that?
Oh, you just go like this.
Oh, on the trackpad. Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh no, I'm
Oh my God,
53.
that's
I know all the tricks.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Because I can never see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's funny is that I haven't quite yet gotten to that stage where I just have chosen to bring readers with me everywhere I go, and I don't know why.
You should.
I know I
If
should.
you need them.
I know.
I can't function without them.
But I don't need them when I'm playing pool.
Well, no.
You know, I don't need them to drive, and so like I leave the house like I'm perfectly fine, and then I find myself looking at a computer, and I'm like, wait a second, what happened to my eyesight?
Still 1-0, yeah.
So guys, just to remind you, this is a test run. We are just trying to get things right. So if you're watching and you're paying attention, please do us a favor and drop us a comment. Um, let us know that like everything looks okay and sounds okay. If something doesn't, please write in the chat. Let us know. We need the feedback. We want to make sure that we're ready to rock and roll once the bell rings in a few weeks. Oh, look who's in the chat right now. We've got Anastasio.
He's usually here.
Yeah. What are you doing in the chat, Anastasio? You're supposed to be here. He said, "Wow."
I don't know if that was a good wow or a bad wow.
Yeah, it could be. It could be either. It's a very ambiguous word. It could be. It could be um, mild excitement, like wow.
Well, no, it was with a capital W.
Sarcastic. Sorry.
It was a capital W,
Oh, but there's no exclamation point.
but there's no period either.
There's no. True.
Right.
If there was a
A
period,
period
then
would
that
be
would be wow.
wow.
That's right. The kids today they don't use punctuation, and the use of punctuation is like too much. Yeah, I can see from Kevin's stroke right now that like he's half there right now. Like
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah.
He doesn't look.
He's pocketing balls, but he's not feeling the speed.
Yeah.
It's a good sign though. Speed's a lot easier to figure out. Oh, that's a real nice shot. Look at this. How'd he hit it?
Like it had eyes.
I had built-in excuses for him for missing, and he was like,
I'll show you.
"Hold my beer." That's what he said. So Kevin's going to leave himself a little bit sharper than he wanted to be. He wanted to be a little flat on this, but he's still expected to make this. Well done using the inside spin. That's going to bring Kevin to 2-0.
2-0.
So the next time I'm here, I want to see like 7 monitors and like
I only have so much real estate
I
here.
want it to be like war games. You know, like
We're gonna have a little.
you've seen war games.
Of course.
Good, good. All right. I hate making cultural
Want to
references
play
to like.
a game?
Sorry.
Want to play a game?
Yeah. I just went on a trip with Aro, and so we had dinner together like every night, and I'd make these cultural references, and he'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like,
What is
God
that? A
damn it.
25-year difference?
More.
30, 20.
More.
No, maybe 20.
30.
25.
30.
He's not
30-year
that young.
difference. Yeah, he's like 22.
Oh.
Like he knows everybody in Syracuse because he went to school there. But yeah, I make a cultural reference and he'd look at me like I had 2 heads. But yeah, war games, just like tons of monitors, and we just see everything that's happening throughout the pool room. And this is going to be actually a really cool setup. We have one camera here right now, but this is a rather robust camera. It pivots on its own, so we can cover 2 tables at once. As well, the platform that we're using is going to allow us for wireless connectivity, so we'll be able to go around the room.
Like I can connect that camera that I have over there. I just didn't get around to it tonight, but I can connect to that one from here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Maybe I'll do it in a little bit. I gotta go turn it on.
So we're hoping as we get better and better at this, we'll be able to provide, more than just what's happening, on the
one
feature
table,
table.
yeah.
Try and give you guys a genuine show um, with content from around the room. A big tournament. It's nice to see what people have to say about how they did in their match. be able to show matches that are going on elsewhere that are outside of our immediate camera angles. And you know what? Maybe someone just parked funny outside and we can go out there and make fun of them.
What?
I'm kidding. I just love the idea of a wireless camera, and I'm just thinking of all the ideas we could use for it.
Sure, when that one person needs a break,
Yeah.
go after them
Yeah.
outside. Maybe not into the bathroom, but
Exactly,
outside.
exactly. Oh, you want to go take a break? We'll follow you. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Who you calling? That's
Yeah.
usually what it is.
Yeah.
You
Who you
go
calling?
call
Who you
somebody.
calling? So I know there's a few people watching right now. If you can like give us a heads up, tell us, just say something in the chat. Just let us know that you can hear us, that the audio is okay, visuals okay. Like I said, this is a test run, so your feedback is really important. If you happen to be throwing this up on a TV set, please let us know what it looks like there. The lighting will be changing for this table in the very, very, very near future. So if you just don't like how the lighting is, if there's something wrong with the glare on the table, we're going to try and get that eliminated in the coming days. If you've watched pool streams before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You may not have the verbiage for it, but whenever
it's a hot
you're
spot.
yeah,
That's
it's a
what
hot
called.
spot.
It's called a hot spot.
Yeah,
When the lighting hits that table,
yeah.
and we still have some tweaks to do with the coloring of the video and.
Yeah, and that's mostly a lighting issue, because it's weird as you think that what we see is accurate, but it's not.
No, because our eyes are cameras,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, and we
Right.
focus on
And we
something
focus
specific.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we focus differently.
But good lighting is photography 101.
Yeah. So this is an interesting shot right here. The 6 ball is sitting right in front of the pocket, so there's a high expectation that Kevin's going to make this. But to get position on the 7, he's going to have to hit this with a lot of follow and ideally drop below the 9 ball. Or you could swing around to the other side and that could just be quiet.
He wanted to be a little bit further, but that's fine.
Yeah, he should be all right
Just concentrate on making the body get natural shape on the 8.
If he's
wherever
been
you leave
pocketing,
yourself.
if he continues pocketing like the way he's been so far, he should have no problem. Ooh.
For those of you that aren't on social
talking.
media or you're not local, the good news is starting February the 10th, we're going to have the floors leveled.
You know, I can't hear you at all when I take off this headset. I can't hear you at all. That's how low you're whispering.
I'm not whispering.
I know you're not. It doesn't sound like you are. It
Can
doesn't sound like I
anybody
am.
hear me?
But take off your headset and listen to me for a second. Can you hear anything of what I'm saying right now? Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I just see your lips
I'm
moving.
not. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
So they can't complain.
They can't complain.
They cannot blame us
exactly.
for their misses.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, that's an important thing for us to at least be aware of as we're talking. Although I think whispering can also, like, enhance the excitement, like, make it seem more exciting. Like, okay, and here he comes to the table. Shooting at the 7 ball. This is a really important shot. But yeah, technically we're whispering right now, even though we don't feel like we're whispering.
Right.
See if we've gotten any more comments. Um, Thin Ice says, looks good. Thank you. Um, that's good to hear. How do we sound? Um, and do we know Thin Ice?
I don't know. Sometimes I skate on it.
Yeah, it's an interesting name. Do you actually skate?
Negative.
Yeah, me too.
I just mean in life.
I'm always on thin ice. It's just so if you've never been to Skinny Bob's, okay, Thin Ice says he can hear us.
Great.
That's good. Can you hear us clearly? Does it sound okay? Do you hear any music in the background? Um, any positive or negative comments you have, incredibly valuable to us right now. And if you're just joining us, I know there's only a few people right now, but if you're just joining us, this is a test run. Um, we are preparing to have a live stream for the upcoming tournaments here at Skinny Bob's. And so we're just ironing out the kinks, trying to see that everything is working correctly, that our audio is good, that our camera is focusing well. Um, so far, we've got the ability to switch tables um, programmatically, which is really nice. Right now, we've got the camera focus on table 1, but in a short while, we're going to switch over to table 2, and then back to table 1, and just do this over and over again so we can watch the camera move. But as we do this, we're hoping that that if you guys do see something that you don't like, if there's any sort of issue, that maybe we haven't picked up on, please let us know. So actually, you know what? Let's do it now. Let's switch over to Noah and Marshall.
Okay. I don't know what the score is
Oh,
over
Marshall just hit a nice jump shot. It looks like it's 2-1. So you guys can see what it looks like for us to switch to different tables. And like I said, we're not touching the camera. The camera is going to move on its own. It's going to refocus on its own. And that's going to be really cool, I think, because it means that that we can keep coverage on multiple tables. Meaning there's not going to be very much downtime when we get this operation up and running. So are we live on table 2 now?
there? Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
I'm just trying to figure out how to change the font.
Oh, okay. So you're looking at Marshall right now. He's the shooter. And it looks like he's got ball in hand with a wide open table. He's got 8 balls on the table. The warm ball is down. And right now he's trying to figure out exactly how he wants to get position on this 3 ball because it looks like he's got a couple of problems here. The 6 ball is blocking the ideal pocket, and the 4 ball is blocking position opportunities to make the 3 ball on the side. It looks like maybe it's not. The 6 ball may not be covering that pocket very much. So it looks like he's going to try and shoot this past the 6 ball. But again, it's going to be a little bit challenging for him to get on that 4 because that 6 ball's sort of in the way. So he'll probably float down, yep, just like that. And he's going to have shape on the 4 and the side. And he's gonna probably have to touch that short rail, avoid the 8 ball a little bit, so he can try and get as flat as possible on the 5. He hit the 9 ball going in. Okay, so he ended up smelling like roses. So he's got a little bit of a tester right here, but if he can knock this down, I fully expect him to get out. Well done by Marshall. And he's got a nice healthy angle on the 6 ball. This is perfect. It's dealer's choice really on how you want to get to the 7. You can draw back or you can follow up. But either way, he's going to want to probably get flat on that 7, which he didn't do. My commentator's curse is on point today.
Well, now he's got to punch it over.
He's definitely going to have to punch it over, yeah. He really wanted to try and bring that cue ball out to center table. Well done by Marshall. Okay, so he's back in line. He's going to find himself a little bit on the flat side on this 8 ball, but it's close enough to the pocket that no matter what the situation is, he should be able to manage it. I'm speechless. I keep making the wrong call. But he's got a bank shot here. You know, there is also the option to play safe. He could easily, you know, bring this back to the other side of the table. Just hit the 9 into the side rail, and he can go for the side pocket at the same time. So maybe use a little bit of outside spin, try and bring the cue ball back to the short rail, and see how this plays out. It looks like he's going for the bank, though. Yep, he is going for the bank. The double bubble for the win. That's going to bring it to 2-2.
Double bubble. I've not heard that before. That is my new. That is my new saying. What is the score? What is it? What's
2-2.
2-2. Okay,
Yeah.
that's easy. I'll change that.
Okay, so we've got 11 people right now watching, so I can see you guys.
Hello.
Hello. Please do me a favor and let me know if you have any issues. If you can hear us well, if you can see the picture well. Let us know what you think. This is a test run. The commentary will not be fluid, but we'll try.
We're going to move it back to table 1.
Yeah, we're going to move this back to
because we got
table 1.
Kim and Chuck playing over here.
Ah, all right.
What happened to my? Oh, there it is. Going good. Double bubble. We need to make a little like a meme,
Oh.
like little animated graphics.
That's a nice break. That's a real nice break. If he can see that 2 ball.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to find out momentarily, but this is all dressed up.
Is it? I can't. It's hard for me to see from where I'm sitting at 4-ball.
Yep.
Oh.
He overcut it a little. So here comes Kim Sanders to the table. Kim is the 2018 Texas State BCA Women's Champion. A force to be reckoned with. If you play in the Central Texas area, you know very well about Kim Sanders.
She also owns Blue.
Yeah. Kim makes the bank
Oh.
shot, but I think she's going to tie up that 4 in the process and the
Yeah, but
6.
she can break it out here with the 3.
That would be very cool. This is going to be an important shot for her.
Yes.
And really, she just wants to move that 6-7 if she can do that.
Oh, you gotta make the 3 ball. Oh, and she got maybe lucky. I can't tell.
So Chuck is coming back to the table, and this shot looks an awful lot like the first shot he had on the 1 ball. Oh no, wait, he's shooting at the 3. I'm looking at the 4. So he's in much better shape than I thought. Okay, well done. He may fall a little bit funny on this, but I think it's off the rail, so he should be able to manage it. He's checking himself right now. He doesn't seem too concerned. Yeah, he's getting down and shooting. So he's playing short shape on the 4. Well done there. So he's got a tester right here, but it's got auto shape. So all he really needs to do is knock this down. He should be able to get shape on the 6. Well
Yeah.
done by Chuck.
A little bump shape, and now he's changed the.
Yeah, he's gotten flat on it. Yeah. But again, he's down on the shot pretty quickly, so I get the feeling like he can juice this. There's a lot of spin on that.
Nice.
I don't think it's going to
This
be
is a
enough,
little
though.
too short.
Yeah, it's going to be steep. So,
But he's still got to get back down there, I think, to make
yeah.
that 9. I don't know. Does the 9 go on the side?
The 9 does go
very
in the
sharp
side, yeah.
cut, I think.
Yeah. But I think he might have to bank this 8 ball.
Ooh.
Well done.
Oh.
Wow, and he avoids the scratch in the side pocket, and Chuck is on the
Gets
9.
on the right side of the 9.
Wow, did you see that?
Yeah. Nice.
Antonio Rojas says, awesome. We think you're awesome too, Antonio. Although, if you guys want to compliment us, I will throw compliments back, but we don't just want compliments. We want to know if there's any issues. So, by all means, don't hold back.
I think Kevin Wallach
Um,
and James did
if you're
3,
watching
table
this on a
4.
computer, if you're watching this on your phone, if you're watching this on a television, please let us know. If there's any sort of an issue, if we're talking too softly, too loudly, if you hear music in the background, if the balls look fuzzy to you.
Can y'all hear Ray when he makes the announcements? I'm curious.
Yeah,
I'm
if you can
curious how
hear
much they can
Ray.
hear because he's loud.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to hear Ray, so.
I told him to use his inside voice. I don't think he knows what that is.
So we jumped up to 14 people. Now we're down to 11. So we've got people out there. Clockwise, Mr. Jude.
So you should
And
just follow this
Josephine
ball
and
up for the
Dennis
2.
Sanchez, table 3.
Oh,
He said clockwise. I think he might have said likewise. But you know what? I like clockwise better. From now on, whenever someone says anything and I want to agree with them, I'm just going to be like clockwise.
I'm still going to make me some double bubble graphics here. I'll look it on Google.
Oh, double bubble gum.
Double bubble. I'm
Oh, I
serious.
hated that gum.
It only lasted for 2 hot seconds.
Ugh. But it lasted in Halloween bags for years. It just got recycled like fruitcake.
Right.
Looks really good. I think I'm on the table. I think on the table
Ray
bright.
Travis
And
and
yes, we can
Kimberly
hear
Jackson,
him
table 7.
also the music. Okay, they can hear the music.
They can hear the music.
Yeah.
McKenna and Kyle,
Um,
table 6.
yeah.
Chuck
The
Ellie
table
and
lighting
Jay
is
Chang,
going to
table
get
8.
better. That I can assure
Alex
you.
and Kitty,
What's
table
going to end up
10.
happening is we have a predator perimeter light. Um, in the back that we're going to be bringing to the head table in the coming days. And that light, designed by Ira Lee, is intended for uses such as this because it distributes the light evenly throughout the table, and that will eliminate the hot spot. That's an excellent shot by Chuck there. He makes the 2 ball, bumps the 5 perfectly, gets shape on the 4. That was real sweet. He's in perfect position right now. He should be able to hold a nice healthy angle on that 5 and be able to get over to the other. Oh, and then he missed the 4 ball, and then he touched the 7.
Well, I'm leaving the 7 right there.
Yeah, yeah. Hey Jude, great quality in the stream, but I just FYI, I can hear music in the background. That may get a copyright strike. Spell check sucks.
We're going to have to see how clear that sound is later, the music.
Yeah, yeah, we're definitely going to have to review that. And that was from Asim. Asim is one of our league players. Guys, I can't tell you enough. Thank you very much for your feedback. It's really helping out. And like I said, this is a test run. We're just trying to get everything in order. So everything that you tell us, is super important. We are watching the stream ourselves, obviously, but we are in a rather loud pool room, and we have limited visibility on what this looks like. If you can, if you're telling us how it looks, I'd I'd really appreciate it if you can tell us exactly what kind of screen you're using at the moment. If you're watching on your phone, if you're watching on a laptop, or if you're watching like if you're airplaying it on a television set, and if you can tell us like how large that television set is. Not that you know certain sizes don't count, but if you happen to have a 100-inch TV and you say the resolution looks great, then your opinion might matter a little bit more.
I don't think she was trying to play safe there.
Yeah, no.
I'm just going to call those double bubbles. I think I'm going to call those double bubbles. I'm not kidding. I'm infatuated with the double bubble.
Excellent kick by Kim Sanders. She's going to leave Chuck tough here. So we're definitely going to have to look into filtering out the music. Did we freeze up?
I think we might have.
Yeah.
I was having problems with this. I think this Ethernet cable might have a bad connection.
Oh, it's working again.
Yeah, it's on.
And I can see your double bubble. There are a lot of players in the room tonight that I've never seen before.
They might be here for the free entry. Giving away a free entry
Good
to the
point.
9-Hole Classic.
Good point.
All right, anybody want to buy extra tickets for the drawing for the free entry into the
There
Skinny
you go.
Bob's Classic.
Hmm?
Tickets are 1 for 5 or
Can I get
5
into
for
that?
20.
You can only
You
players in the
want to
tournament,
come see me?
but you can buy extra tickets. You get one
You
ticket for
want to
playing
buy
in the
some tickets
tournament
for the Break and Run contest,
Are we going to do that
which
again?
is at
next Saturday.
$17,000.
So, guys, just so you know,
Tickets are also 1 for 5
next
or 5 for
Saturday,
20.
we're going to
You want
have,
to ride and come see
during
me?
our weekly tournament, a raffle for an entry into the Skinny Bob's Classic. That's a $150 value,
Yes. Available for players only.
available for players only. So you have to play in the weekly tournament, but you get a chance at that, and you get a chance at being drawn for the break and run contest. And Shayla, can you tell us exactly how the break and run contest lottery works?
Yes, so everybody gets a ticket for participating. You can buy extra tickets for the break and run, 1 for 5, 5 for 20. It's a 15 ball rotation break. 15 ball rotation. It's not an 8 ball, it's 15 balls. You break, must make a ball on the break, and then you must make another ball after before you're eligible to make any money. And you must hit, since it's 15 ball rotation, you have to hit the lowest numbered ball on the table first.
Oh, that's tough.
And then you can, slop anything else after. But you got to hit the lowest numbered ball on the it's a lot harder than people think. That's how the pot got to $17,000. The highest we've gotten to is 20.
Wow. Wow.
And
I
we're gonna have it live here at 10 o'clock, around 10ish is.
bet it's
every
going to
day.
go over 20
Hey, Chicago,
by the end of the
Daniel
month.
Perez, table 2.
We'll see.
I bet it's going to go way over 20 because we're going to get a lot of players in for the Skinny Bob's Classic. And those guys are going to throw a lot of money around. We're going to find out that Jesus Atencio can't run 15 balls. Antonio, if you can do me a favor, if you go to the Skinny Bob's Facebook page, we've got the stream link on Facebook. You can post your photo to that post. Like you can comment on that post with the photo. That way we can look at what you're seeing. But that's incredibly important for us. He's looking at it on an 87-inch TV.
So I just got a text.
And
Somebody texted me also.
He says it's bright.
That they're looking at it at a 75-inch TV.
Okay.
And the buffering. Yes, so I'm aware of the buffering. We're having, I had Spectrum out here today, and they might have to come out again tomorrow. We're technical difficulties with the internet.
Yeah, because on our monitors here, the colors look really good, and that
I
is
would
not,
like to see what it looks like.
Yeah, that is not going to be consistent with what everybody else sees. So this is why we ask. Antonio, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Chuck's playing pretty good today. I mean, he's a great player.
What's his
He's
Fargo
another
rating,
person he's another person that doesn't come out very often.
Is he a monster? I've never seen him play before.
Let me look up his Fargo. Oh, as we again commentators curse.
So we went out for dinner tonight to this place called TLC. It's in South Lamar.
I've not heard of it. What kind of food is that?
Seafood.
Oh.
So I had a shrimp boil, and Stacy had a crab boil, and we had deviled eggs with candied bacon. Oh wow, 631.
631.
Okay. And oysters.
That sounds very good.
Yeah.
That sounds double bubble.
So Thin Ice says on a 29-inch TV, it looks good. Okay. So if everybody out there can go out and get a 29-inch TV.
Right, that would be perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
then problem solved.
All right, Kim goes up 2-1.
I kid. Okay. And I'm flipping back and forth from Facebook to YouTube just to see what the activity looks like. And if you
That's
guys,
what Antonio posted.
that's not too bad.
It's not
Okay.
too bad.
It is a little bit
That's-
on the bright side.
Yeah.
It's hard to distinguish the rails from the cloth, from the bed.
So the light that we put on here
Yeah.
is going to really help with that.
Good.
Distinguish
Good.
the difference between the rails.
Yeah.
Because I agree, you can't see where one starts and one
Yeah.
stops.
Is the Predator light going to be hoisted as high as the
Yes.
3 cushion tables? Oh wow. Okay, great. So then that means the entire playing area is going to be illuminated really well, which means that when a player is at the table and they step away from the table a little bit, they're still going to be illuminated. So
Right. I'm hoping to get that area around there.
yeah, it's not like they'll dip into a shadow.
Right.
Yeah. Where did Kim go? Looks good on an iPhone. Asim Grover. Awesome. And I gotta say, if you're not in the Austin area and you're watching, you really should be. This is a really exciting pool room to be in. There are tournaments going on here 5 nights a week. For the Friday and Saturday weekly tournaments, you are eligible to win our break and run contest, which is hovering right now at $16,900. As well, as Shayla was saying before, next week we will have another raffle for entry into the Skinny Bob's Classic. Our weekly tournaments here are renowned throughout the state for attracting the top talent on a regular basis. It is very common to see players in the 720s, 730s, 750s, and even sometimes close to 800 playing in our weekly tournaments. And it's part of what makes Skinny Bob so great. You know, we add that sort of access and to these level players,
And we welcome them to come.
we really do. Yeah.
I will sit here all night long. I love watching good pool.
Yeah.
And I love watching new players.
Yeah. Yeah. We just had a player in from Las Vegas, Ian Costello.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think
Oh,
he
yeah,
actually
did
ended
well.
up. Yeah, I think he actually ended up staying an extra day.
Well, that was because of the weather.
Oh, it's because of the weather. I
He
thought it
came
was because he could make more money.
He came in the next day and he was like, I didn't leave because there was supposed to be weather. What weather? And I'm like, well, this is weather. We're in Texas. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
it's
drive
true.
in this shit.
Yeah, no. I make fun of people for it. I'm like, oh,
Well,
no.
he made fun of us.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm from New York. And I'm like, yeah, we're not. You don't want to be on the roads with Texans in this weather.
Yeah,
That's what it comes down to, really.
Texas, there's 1 inch of snow, and they're like, we're closing schools for the week.
The grocery store shelves are empty.
Yeah. Get water. You know?
No toilet paper, no water, no eggs.
Get a generator. You know? Chuck's game reminds me of when I haven't played for a couple days. It's that sort of feeling. You just feel like ever so slightly out of sync, and you just can't get your arm to do what you want it to do.
And you got to on these tables.
Yeah. And Kim knocks them down so well. I know that if you haven't seen Kim play, she hasn't really done anything impressive yet in this set, but she is so good at bearing down and making tough shots when she has to. I can't think of a single player under 600 Fargo that I would put all my money on to make any shot on the table, over Kim.
Yeah, she loves her English and she loves her rails.
She's terrifying. I'm a 660, and I'm terrified to play her every time. He said on a big screen you can try adjusting the YouTube settings for the video quality. I believe the default is 720, but you can bump it up. He's saying we can change the resolution we're screening in. We're streaming in.
It's at 1080.
It's at 1080 right now. Asim, have you tried changing the resolution on YouTube yourself? Perhaps you're looking at it at 720 or lower. Sometimes those settings are automatic, and you can override them by hitting the gear button on the bottom of the screen, and you can select your resolution from there, and you can just place it at the top at the highest one. But yeah, the feed is going in at 1080.
Yeah, that's the max that YouTube
Oh yeah, if it was
is
4K, we would see a
good
lot
quality.
of lag.
Yeah.
We would be talking really slow. And guys, don't forget to like this channel. There's going to be a lot more content coming soon.
Oh yeah, we got lots in the works.
Yeah, so like the channel. Go on Facebook. If you haven't liked Skinny Bob's already, you should like us. You really should like us. You know, I did a poll on Pool is Not Dead. It's a Facebook group. Pool is Not Dead has 65,000 members. And I did a poll asking, what is the most famous pool room in the country to you? Open field. You're allowed to enter as many, whichever ones you wanted. And Skinny Bob's came in the top 5.
Cool. There are some other pool halls that are on
I think
my
we were like
bucket list.
3, actually. Number 3. 2 or 3. Yeah. Buffalo Billiards, Griff's, Amsterdam Billiards. I think those are the big ones. Griff's, I think,
I've been
came in
wanting
at
to go
number 1.
visit Zingali's and Rail Yard Billiards. Rail Yard
Where's
Billiards.
this?
Where is Rail Yards? It's
There's a bunch
they
on
are
my
having a
list.
really good. They're starting their own stream system also.
Really?
X Pool, I believe.
Okay.
They got a whole little arena set up at their pool hall.
I've never been to Buffalo Billiards.
I haven't either.
I've been to Lacey's Q, which is Buffalo's new location now.
They call it Buffalo's 3.
Really? Okay.
I believe. There's one
Lacey's
Buffalo's 1,
Q,
Buffalo's 2, Buffalo's 3.
Buffalo's 3 then. I've been there, and that place is gorgeous.
Oh, is that the one that had the ramp that goes down in the...
They have just a sea of diamond tables, and on one half it's all 9 foot, and the other half it's all 7 foot. And they have seating just like they do here at Skinny Bob's. It's like office-style seating. Really comfortable. You can sit in these chairs for hours and never feel like you need to get up. It's a trick.
Oh, Rail Yards in Louisville.
Louisville, okay. I've got to visit the New York Q Club. That was opened by a handful of players in the New York area, along with a player from Texas. And Iron City, I want to see that place.
Oh, I went there last year.
Really?
Yeah.
How was it?
I played in a WPBA event.
Isn't there one going on right now?
There is one going on right now.
Is that
actually.
the one you played in?
We're streaming it right there,
There
on the
you
TV.
go. Ah. Okay, yeah, well, let's not talk about other streams.
I know. It's women. I always support the
Oh,
women.
Backwards Billiards has joined us. Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, guys. Looks and sounds great. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Lonnie from Backwards Billiards has helped me quite a bit.
They are really good people. They are really good people.
With all of this setup.
That's another channel that you guys should like and share.
Absolutely.
And subscribe to. Backwards Billiards covers a lot of pool in the Central Texas area. They cover the Centex Tour. They cover.
They do leagues.
They do leagues.
Yeah, they. I think they're doing the UPL
Wow.
Ultimate Pool League with the shot clock.
They're really good people. So by all means, please subscribe to their channel as well. It'll show up on your homepage and keep you busy.
I'll make it easy. I'm gonna put the link to their YouTube in the chat.
Ah, boom. Oh, we have 18 people now.
Woohoo!
All right. This is exciting. You're welcome, Backwards Billiards.
I don't
Backwards
think the
Billiards
score
has
is
done a
3
lot
to
of
2.
streaming in this room. They've provided excellent coverage for our tournaments here. They're good people. Lisa Bailey says, you will like Rail Yard. I was just there.
Yeah, I want to visit
Yeah. And that's Kentucky?
Louisville.
Huh. I've never been to Kentucky. I drove through Tennessee,
I just gotta
though.
wait till it's not snow or cold. I can't drive in that stuff. I can't. I don't like to live in that stuff. It's too cold.
I left the Northeast for a reason. And that reason starts with an S. It's a 4-letter word.
Snow? Because it's not Stacy.
Okay. Well, I met Stacy when I got here. So I can't say I left for her. Yeah, actually, it's funny.
Uh-oh, is this a double bubble?
That would have been a triple bubble, I think.
No double bubble.
It's funny, when I first started dating Stacy, many years ago, she got me a T-shirt that said, I wasn't born in Texas, but I got here as soon as I could.
Yep.
So yeah, I wear that proudly. She got her own.
Play all that often.
Yeah.
He likes to refinish pool tables, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
He's into carpentry.
So when you say refinish pool tables, do you mean like refurbishing, or is it reclothing?
Refurbishing.
Refurbishing. That's really cool.
Like he'd take down to the rails, down.
Really?
Yep.
Then he's a good person to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's one of those people where he's a perfectionist.
Really?
Yeah.
Because if you go on, if you go on the internet and you Google like Brunswick Gold Crown refurbish, some really cool pictures pop up. There are people out there that are taking old gold crowns, like Gold Crown 3s, that may have spent one too many years in a pool hall. And what they'll do is they'll restore all of the paneling and everything on the table, so that the table ends up looking brand new. And one of the things that they do, which I personally like, is they'll mix up the colors. They'll use different colors. So on a Brunswick Gold Crown, I'm sure many of you know it's mid-century modern. They use that sort of like weird fake wood look on the side, and although there are some people out there that think it's classic looking, I hate it. I really do. I hate how the Gold Crown looks. And what these guys will do is they'll change the paneling color to something like blue or red, and so like you have these people who go out and they'll buy an old Brunswick, they'll have it refurbished, and it ends up looking gorgeous,
like a new piece of furniture at home.
Yeah. And as well, the pockets on a Brunswick will rust and fade and dull out, and so what they'll do is they'll replace them completely with like nickel silver, and it's just a very nice look. Actually, I don't know if it's nickel silver, but it's probably at least nickel.
I'm not sure what she tried to do there. I think she was going for the 7 or trying to play safe.
Well, Chuck's got a great opportunity to notch a win on this. Perfect angle on that 8. He can just go one rail on this, just like that. Get nice and flat on that 9 ball and punch it in. I would punch it in. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Chuck.
Which one's my volume over here?
I think you're number 2.
Okay, I'm going to turn it down.
Okay. Oh, I'm number 2. Wait, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Wait, try talking. You're good. You're number 2. Check one, two. Check one, two.
Hello.
Guys, just so you know, unfortunately, our commentary will not be fluid. We are just testing things out, and I am actually going to be calling in an evening pretty soon. Um, and we will be back online in the not too distant future to do more tests. So that way, when the Skinny Bob's Classic comes around in a couple of weeks, we'll be ready. Um, so please like and subscribe. That way you can be kept informed. And I don't just mean like and subscribe on YouTube. Go on Facebook too. And if you haven't liked the Skinny Bob's uh, Facebook page, please do so now.
That's where we post all the goodies.
Yes. And there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's so much. I mean,
I
I'm one of
can't
the
keep
league.
up with it.
Yeah. I'm one of the league directors here, and I'm always like, oh, really? We're doing that? Okay, cool. And it's always cool stuff. It's
We're leveling the
always
floor.
Cool.
I'm so excited.
Me
I
too.
can't tell you how
Oh,
excited
my
I am.
God. My wife is going to be so excited. She's 5 feet tall. She's like, every single time she has to play on, I think it's table 12 or 11.
12,
12. She's like,
6.
she's like, on one side it's coming up to my waist, and the other side it's coming up to my boobs.
But you know, I do find, because I do have a lot of back problems,
Yeah.
I play a lot better pool on the taller tables because I don't
Oh,
have to. I
interesting.
don't have to lean over very far.
Well, Stacy's 5 feet tall, so it means that she has to use the bridge a lot.
Yeah. We are selling the new James Hand shoe extensions.
Yes, yes. Oh,
I've
if
got
you guys haven't seen
plenty of them.
those are so cool. They are made out of carbon fiber. They're literally made out of carbon fiber shafts. James, I went to James's shop last week and I watched him make a whole bunch. And what he's doing is he's taking the exact same materials used to make carbon fiber shafts and he's cutting them down to make extensions that go on the front of your cue. And I know you're probably thinking, well, that's weird. I'll tell you why it's really cool. Number one, it's much lighter. I have a
Yeah, they
12
weigh
inch.
nothing.
Yeah, I have a 12-inch Predator extension. If you own a Predator Q, you definitely know what I'm talking about. The 12-inch Predator extension weighs a total of 4 ounces, 4.2 ounces, I
That's
think.
a lot of extra weight on your cue.
Yes, it's a lot of extra weight. If you have a 19 or 18 ounce Q, you've just bumped it up to 22 ounces or 23. James's extension weighs a little more than half an ounce. The second big reason, and this is an even bigger reason in my opinion, the second big reason is that when you're putting an extension on the back of your cue, like a butt extension, I guess you'd call it, when you're bridging, your bridge hand is going to fall right around the joint, which is a very wide part of the cue. With James's extension, because it goes in the front, your hand is in a natural part of the shaft, and that's going to make it a lot easier to do things like draw and follow and left and right, because you're bridging normally. You're not trying to wrap it around a really thick part of you're not trying to wrap your hand around a really thick part of the cue. And the last reason is you can put this extension on your brake cue. You can put it on any cue for that matter, a house cue. If you're on um, a league team, a pool team, then you can buy one for the team, and every single person on your team can use that extension.
Right, it's not proprietary.
It's not proprietary. It doesn't require an adapter.
Nope.
There's nothing. You just put it on the shaft and you're done. And yeah, I've been using it quite a bit, especially at home to get more and more used to it. I can draw with it. I can follow with it. I can go 3 rails with it. I mean, it's so sweet.
And they sell them with tips and without tips. So then
Yes.
you can put your own tip
You can
on it.
choose the tip, and James, yeah, James actually does excellent tip work. So if you ask for a specific tip, he probably has it. He'll put it on for you, and it'll probably be installed better than the tip on your shooter. I like using the extension on a brake cue personally, because then it sits on top of my phenolic tip, and my phenolic tip has no give, and I prefer that. Um, but yeah, definitely check it out. He's selling them for $100. They sell them here at Skinny Bob's.
I have plenty of them here.
And I know that immediately after he announced it, they were getting dozens of orders in, like literally within 24 hours. So if you're interested in one, definitely swing by here. Um, I know James is like churning them out as quickly as he can. They are going to sell fast.
Yeah, come on by. We'll just put it on your tab.
Yeah, but it's good stuff. And if you want to try one out, I have a few in my bag, so come see me on Tuesdays or Thursday nights, or you can bother Shayla. You know, she's here all the time.
True. So they were asking what time the tournament starts tomorrow. Tomorrow the tournament, Bastrop runs the Sunday tournament, so he'll start taking entries around 2 o'clock, and play usually starts around 2:30ish.
A really good resource. Go to the Skinny Bob's website. There, right on the homepage, you can see. Actually, I think you have to go to the pools section of the Skinny Bob's website. There is a flyer that gives all the weekly tournament information.
Tuck and David Sanders, table 8.
Just copy that, print it out, post it on your wall, put it in your garage, put it in your dashboard in your car. But trust me, like that's information. I swear to God, every other week, I'm looking at it just to make sure I know which tournament's happening. Because there's so many tournaments here. It's amazing. Um, and as well, that page, the reason why I say it's a very valuable resource is because we have a number of tours that come through here. We have the Infinity Tour. We've got the Centex Tour. We've got the Gulf Coast Tour. Am I missing any?
That's about it.
That's about it. So we've got a lot of regional tours that come through here. We have tournaments happening all the time. We've got something for everyone, really. We've got capped tournaments, open tournaments, our weekly tournaments. Most of them, for that matter, allow anyone to play. So if Shane Van Boning happens to be watching this stream, you're welcome to come down here too, sir.
Bring it.
Yeah, bring it. You have to. Um, and yeah, we get tons of really good players here. Um, I think, honestly, at least with the Friday and Saturday night tournaments, it's probably been a long time since there's been
All
a
right,
field that
last call
didn't
for
feature
entries
at
into the
least
tournament.
one player over 600 Fargo.
Last call for
And
tickets.
typically we have players here over 700
Last
Fargo.
call for tickets in the break and run contest. And in the free entry for the classic.
But anyway,
The last
I'm going to
call.
sign out. So
Thanks for joining us.
well, thank you for having me,
We're
Shayla.
gonna
I
have the break
appreciate it.
contest here shortly.
Oh, you know what?
After this match
I'll
is
stick
done.
around for the break
After
and
this
run.
match is done.
The break and run is so exciting.
Yes, it's
I'll
fun.
stick around for that.
I've been slacking on keeping track of the score.
And I've got a good parking spot, so I don't really feel like giving it up just yet.
I always get a good parking spot. I mean, you do when you're the first one here.
Oh my goodness! When I get here for league night, I got to park in Pflugerville. Yeah, if you're interested in joining our leagues, talk to the league directors now because spaces are very, very limited. Um, are we sold out completely on Wednesday nights?
No, we have space on Wednesdays.
We do have space on Wednesdays, but Thursdays we are sold out completely.
We are sold out on Thursdays.
And Tuesdays we are not sold out, but that could change very quickly. I know I already have reservations from at least 2 teams coming in next season. So if you have any interest, let us know as quickly as possible. I know in my league we're paying out $4,500 to first place.
Damn.
We're paying out $2,500 to second, $1,300 to third. All of our leagues are, my league at least, I'm sorry, is reported to Fargo, which is really nice because everybody in my league has robustness now.
So
in the thousands.
Tuesday leagues and Thursday night leagues report to Fargo.
Yes.
Wednesday does not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Only because Fargo doesn't. The Wednesday night league is
It's handicapped
as
differently.
a ball spot
Yeah.
handicap, and Fargo doesn't know how to compute.
Yeah. Yeah. And you get to play pool for free starting at 6:30 all the way to close.
No, 5:30.
5:30.
I'll give you all 2 hours.
Wow. That's a lot
And
of practice
afterwards,
time.
as
That's
much as you
yeah,
want afterwards.
all the way to close, and the room closes at 2 a.m. now.
Yes.
Round Rock allowed us to close at 2 a.m. So you get to play pool as much as you want. Who needs to work? It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, this place is awesome. You know, if you haven't been here before, we feature 18 9-foot diamond pro-ams. We have 2 3-cushion tables, and we've got 2 7-foot diamond pro-ams. All of our tables have Simonis 760, sorry, Simonis 860
860.
cloth. Um, as well, we have Super Aramis balls,
Mm-hmm.
and not for nothing, but like the Super Aramis balls make a huge difference. They really do. You know,
Yeah, some places have nice diamond tables, but
but they don't have the Super
$40
Aramis.
set bowls.
Yeah, Super Aramis costs $400 for a reason.
Yeah.
And if you ever really like get into the science of it and start measuring things out, like Super Aramis balls when they're brand new, they are identical to the gram, and they are so round that literally it's hard to find anything in the world that's more round than a Super Aramis ball. And if you do find one, it's probably made by Aramis. And these things add up. I mean, like, when you're playing pool and you see balls that are chipped and scratched
Oh,
and
sure.
dirty, you're going to get skids. You're not going to get,
We vacuum the tables every 6 days a week, wash the
oh, I can
balls.
tell. You know how I can tell? My hands are clean. Every time I play pool here, when I leave, my hands are clean. In New York, when I would play pool, it would look like, I can't use this term on the stream, but
Smurf.
yeah, Smurf. I would look like Papa Smurf. I look like Papa Smurf took his gloves off. I'll say that. um, and I used to play in pool rooms that vacuum pretty frequently too. I mean, like but obviously not frequently enough. Um, it's a real pleasure. It's
Well, we wash the tables too.
really. How
Like
often do you do
every
that?
like 4 months, we literally wash
Ah,
the tables
amazing,
with a brush and water and soap,
amazing. It makes a huge
and then we
difference.
refelt them every year.
Yeah,
So
that I know. And they're refelted by none other than
Ernesto Dominguez.
Ernesto Dominguez, and he is he is world renowned for his work. He's always considered to be the best in the industry, and you fly him out here, right, and put him up.
Sure. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. Every year, right before the Open.
and hopefully he doesn't bring his son here to snap it off. Although
I
Ernesto
want him
plays pretty
to.
well too. Ernesto's like a 700 Fargo player, or 720 or something like that. He's really good. But Oscar, I mean, Oscar's a Moscone Cup player. So Fuad played in the league for a while. He was one of the highest ranked players in my league with a 700 Fargo. Um, Noah Contreras right now, I think, is
In the 670s or
he's
something, I
he's
think.
680 now, and I think he is my league's highest ranked player. But we have a lot of players well over 600. In fact, the average Fargo rating in my league is 500,
Wow,
which is
that's pretty good
it actually is the highest in the state from what I've seen.
for average.
Yeah, it's the highest league. It's the highest average Fargo rating in the state, um, and I'm very proud of that fact. When I took over the league here, a few years ago, my goal was to try and create something that both good players and intermediates and novices could play in, and enjoy, and look forward to, and I
Miguel and Louis
I
table
think I
9.
did that.
Yeah,
I
you
keep
did.
I keep looking to improve it, but that's always going to be my intention. I'm always going to try and do what's best to to see people progress their games. I want to see people get better, and the only way that happens is if they're exposed to good play. So you have to have something that good players will show up for. But yeah, actually, the way I modeled it was very similar to the way the APA runs,
This is last call
which
for
is why I
tickets to the
think
break and run
it's done
contest.
well.
$17,000.
There's a lot of strategy behind it. You know, there's a bit of a numbers game. There is no cap
20, no doggies.
like the APA has, but there's still a bit of a numbers game where you're trying to outmaneuver the opposing team, and you know, in the process, you know, instead of dealing with twos, threes, and fours in the APA, you're dealing with 400s, 500s, and 600s. You know, and it gets really cool. You know, like there's a lot of strategy to it, and so what's nice is that you'll often see very low ranked teams do well in the playoffs, as well as very high ranked
Yes.
teams.
And that's what they enjoy.
Yeah, yeah, and it always feels like um, the team that won is the team that found a way to play better. You know, strategy, of course, is a big part of it, but it's also about getting the hot hands into the right matches. And that's a real sweet shot by Fuad. I know that was simple. That was just a simple one railer, but to get that speed down just like that, make it as simple as possible with plenty of room to put your bridge hand down. That's why he's a 700. You know, it's not just about being able to pocket balls. It's that thoughtfulness about finding a spot on the table where you can bridge very comfortably and make these shots as routine as possible, so you can pocket them as routinely as possible. Backwards Billiard says nice payout. Well, if you guys want to start a team, Tuesday nights we have availability. You can bring your streaming equipment. We have little Chris, who actually records his matches on Thursday nights, and fully plans to use a lot of that material for his upcoming channel, for upcoming videos on his channel.
Yeah.
Marshall's not playing. I just beat Marshall.
You might hear McKenna Sanders in the background. McKenna's been improving very quickly lately, too.
She has.
She really has. She's just like her mom. Like I just, she pockets so well. You know, I don't want to play her anymore. She was a lot more fun to play a year ago. Not anymore. So this will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward actually to seeing the break and run contest, because this will be a great opportunity to get this on YouTube, you know, and be able to explain it and show exactly what it's like,
Right.
and that way, you know, motivate some of you guys who've never played in our weekly
Oh, I
tournaments.
forgot to tell you the one part about the break contest.
Oh, okay.
If you are, if you get drawn,
Yeah.
you don't have to break.
Oh,
We will
that's
offer
right.
you money to not break, which
How
usually
much?
comes to half a ball.
Okay.
So
So what would that be today?
So let's say 18. Let's say it's $18,000.
Okay.
So 18,000. Let me get my calculator.
I think it's 17,000 today. 16.9?
17. You're
Yeah.
right. 17. So let's say it's 17,000 divided
Yeah.
by 15 balls. That's $1,133 a
Okay.
ball.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna offer you. Divided by.
1133 balls. That would work out to
$566 a ball.
And
So if
67 cents?
so if you got drawn, I'm gonna say, shoot, I'll give you $566
I'm
to
going to
not
take
break.
the money and take my wife out for another dinner.
Yeah, that's what a lot of them do.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Wait, they're taking my wife out for dinner?
Sorry, Stacy.
Honey, we got to talk.
It just depends on who gets drawn. Because it is really hard to make money, you're guaranteed money if you get drawn if you choose to just take the money.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's funny because I play in the weekly tournament here all the time, and I've never been picked, but I keep dreaming about what I would do if I do get picked. And there are some days where I'm like, oh, I am definitely breaking, going to happen. And there'll be other days where I'm like, definitely taking the buyout, definitely taking the buyout. And I might go on to take like first or second in the tournament, and I'm sitting there like, I would have taken the buyout today. Look at me.
I've been picked once, and I did go for the break.
Yeah.
I made a ball and couldn't see the next ball. That sucked.
What's the most someone's walked out of here with? Like, I think it's like 6,000.
8,000. I think it was
$8,000.
8,000.
$8,000. So that's like a mortgage payment for like
That's
a few months. Wow. So we're going to find out if someone in this crowd is going to have their mortgage paid for the next few months. Possibly for like a year. So I recently got a new car, and I was driving today on 183, and I found out my car has collision avoidance.
Does it actually stop it? Stop the
Yes.
car? Because
Yes.
my car flashes red on the
Oh yeah,
windshield.
it went crazy. It was very upset. The traffic stopped in front of me, and it started making all these noises. And I was telling the car, in my kindest voice, I'm like, everything's fine. I see it. I'm braking. Everything's fine. And the car was like, no, it's got to brake more. And I'm like, no, just relax. Calm down. It's a Volvo. They're
My car
super
tries to
safe.
tell me how to drive sometimes. I'm
Me,
like,
me too.
I know how to drive.
Yeah.
And then I shut it off.
It's a Volvo, and
It's not
it's
smarter than me.
very, very concerned.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he's such an agreeable person. He recently took 17th at the Turning Stone Classic.
Wow.
Yeah. Out of a 128 player field featuring quite a few top players in the world, um, most notably Jason Shaw. Yeah, he had a great turnout there. I went out there with him, and we had a blast. Um, very good shot maker. Still learning the game in a lot of different ways, and he's got a fun game to watch. Fuad is married with kids and works a lot. So this 700 Fargo player, we only get to see.
Every blue moon.
I literally was about to use that phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah, every blue moon or so. But it's always a treat, and just like our Oro, Fuad is an incredibly nice guy that it's always a pleasure to see in the pool room. Actually, I can say that about quite a few people here. It's a really good community here. A lot of good people who, a lot of the players here are very encouraging when you're playing well. Other people here notice, and they'll step up and they'll tell you.
Yes.
You know.
That's just what we do here at Skinny Bob's.
Yeah. Well, not every place is like that.
No.
No.
You are correct.
And I don't even know where that vibe came from, but it's here and it's been here. I feel like it was here long before I arrived. I walked through the doors for the first time. But this is a room that is owned by and managed by pool players. And it caters to pool players. And there aren't very many rooms in the world like that.
No, and it helps that the pool players also care about, sometimes when
Care
we
about the
have
success of the room.
when
Yeah.
we just have regular, people off the street that just date night or something, they're not pool players and they don't know the rules. And the players here will, hey, you can't put that drink on the table.
Yeah.
Like they're the first people to correct other customers on their etiquette and their behavior before I can or any of us can ever get to
You
them.
know what? Ross Brookshire, one of
Hmm.
our league players, who can be very obnoxious.
No.
um, if he sees people walk-ins struggling to, pocket balls and hold a cue correctly, he'll come over and politely ask. It's like, hey, I'm one of the league players here. Would you like me to show you a few things on how to play pool? And he'll give them like a quick 10-minute lesson, about like how things work and how to properly like grip a cue and stuff. And I feel like there are a lot of people who are very welcoming, you know. And it was with a bunch of guys too. It wasn't even like cute girls or
Not
anything.
girls.
Yeah. And actually, those guys went on to be. I mean, I haven't seen them recently, but like they were in here like almost every night for like months. I felt like I saw them like constantly.
All the time.
Yeah.
It is a different vibe in here. It's
Yeah.
not a nightclub. You can have conversation. The music's not super loud. You concentrate while you play.
My favorite thing about Skinny Bob's are the chairs and the elevated seating area. Yeah, you can sit by the bar and watch the action from about 2.5 feet above the playing floor.
Hmm.
You don't have to crane your neck or anything. You don't have to like peek around people. And you can watch like five tables from five tables from just about any vantage point. And it's
Big
great,
George Jackson of Chicago
great
hit a
lighting. In
six.
spite of the fact that
Carlos Jr.
we're
and
switching the
Danny
lights out on
Torres hit
table
a
one, the
seven.
lighting here is superb, ideal.
It's just enough.
There are a lot of places where they don't have enough, anywhere near enough, and it matters. These things really do matter, like, and I think every pool player in the world um, has hopes and expectations and dreams of playing perfect, if only for a moment. And it's places like Skinny Bob's where you know that if you are playing perfect, um, the equipment will allow it. And if
Yep.
you're not playing perfect, the equipment will show it.
Cue ball doesn't lie.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there are places where the tables are played too easy, 5-inch pockets, sometimes bigger, and 7-foot or 8-foot tables. How can you tell how well you're playing when you're playing on equipment like that? One of the lines that C.J. Wiley likes to say is, "The game is the teacher," and I really like that line. It basically is saying that, like, if you pay attention
Yep.
to what happens on the table, then you can learn from it, and that only happens if you get negative feedback when you're not playing well, and then these tables will give you that negative feedback. But if you are playing well, you'll only get positive feedback. So right now we're waiting for this set to wrap up so we can one half
Half of a
of
ball.
one ball um,
Of what you're eligible for.
of what you're eligible for, and what that means is you have to have played in three tournaments in the last 30 days. um, 3 Friday or Saturday night tournaments in the last 30 days. Um, a lot of that, you have to hit the lowest ball, and you have to
It's kind of
pocket.
like 9 ball
Yeah.
with 15 balls.
Yes. Once you've accomplished those two things, you are then given the option to either accept what you've earned or continue. However, if you miss, you earn nothing.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. So it's going to be $1,600 a ball. That means that if you make a ball in the break and then you make a ball thereafter, that would be worth about $3,200. Um, so this can get very excited, very
Very
exciting,
quickly.
very quickly. Yes.
And everybody stops and everybody comes
Yeah.
and stands around the elevated area. Will be people standing.
Yeah. And it's, to me, one of the things that makes it so exciting is that um, there's no telling which player is going to walk away with money, because you could be a 750 player, break and not make a ball,
Right.
which
Happens all the
happens a
time.
lot, or you could be a 450 player, make
Happens
3 balls in the break and have a hanging 1 ball. It's basically no different than like an 8 ball break.
Well, it is. You have to hit the 1 ball. You have to hit the
Yeah.
head ball
Yes,
first.
you do have to hit the head ball
You can't
first.
do like the second ball break.
But yeah, I mean, by that, what I mean is, like, you're just getting up there and smacking this
Pounding the
full rack
balls.
as
Right.
hard as you can.
Yeah.
And I think we've all seen that 8 ball game where someone gets up there and they break and they make 4 or 5. I've made 6 balls in the break before in 8 ball.
An 8 ball.
Yeah.
Wow.
My opponent was not happy. But yeah, I mean, like, it's perfectly possible, like, to make like as many as 6, or I'm sure people have made more than that. Oro just came over
He
to
won.
say, give us some highlights.
We
He
weren't
just
watching.
he just beat Fuad, so we're gonna see his Fargo rating jump up pretty soon. I think he's like a 585.
Yeah.
That's so
Something like
wrong.
that.
The RO and Jaden, table 2. Kristen and
And
Fuad,
Oro's got
table
to play
4.
Jaden on table 2.
That's his
That's
buddy.
his road dog. Yeah.
In just a few seconds, minutes, we're going to do the
So
break and run contest.
I was saying before
We're
that
breaking for
my wife is
1100
only 5 feet tall,
$63
and
a ball.
she used to play on a pool team with a guy
1163 a
who was like
ball.
6'8".
Really?
Yeah, he's so tall that on an 8-foot table with drop pockets, he could stand at the end of the table and empty out both side pockets at the exact same time. When I first met him, I just looked at him and said, "Have you ever used a bridge before in your life?"
I've seen people tall enough where somebody had to hold the light up so they wouldn't hit it so they could shoot.
Jaden is bordering
It's
on
close.
that kind of
Yeah.
height. He's he Jaden Dupree actually has a YouTube channel that was very popular when he was much younger, um, and he's grown up quite a bit. He's well over 6 feet. I think he's 6'5",
Tall.
and his Fargo rating right now is hovering right around 650. So he's been progressing well, especially given the fact that he's in school right now.
They started playing in a snooker league.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that's going to be very beneficial to both Aro and Jaden.
Yeah, I mean,
Noah plays in it too.
how can you be intimidated by any shot on a pool table when you're playing snooker?
Right.
Those are 12-foot tables. 12 by 6. I mean, you leave the cue ball in the middle of the table, you got to use the bridge. So, our tournament director, Ray Tull, has disappeared momentarily. I have a feeling that when he gets back, he's going to prepare to do the draw on table 1. And we can get going with this break and run contest.
Because Jude is ready to go.
But I still want to see this.
I know.
Yeah, no. Like I said before, my wife and I had an early dinner, and to get here by 7:08, which is the time I got here. I meant to get here by 7. Um, we skipped dessert, so she went to the supermarket and she got ice cream and brownies.
So that's what's waiting for you at home.
Yeah, I am looking forward to sitting on the couch with her and our dogs and eating ice cream and brownies. I'm just sad that there isn't like a Game of Thrones show to watch or anything.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to mount these headphone cables.
What we should probably do is run them underneath the
Mm-hmm.
table and keep this behind the computer or something like that, and that
Well, we're
way
getting
a booth.
a booth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have it all figured out. It'll be great. The hardest part really is done. I mean, we've got a solid camera. Um, the audio is working well. The overlay is showing the scores well. Um, there are some fancier things, obviously, that we've talked about. Hopefully, we can get that working. But um, the biggest hurdles I think are covered right now.
Okay, I'm gonna move the camera back. Well, we're not ready yet.
Okay, so Ray Tull is getting ready to do the lottery. He's going to call over one of the staff so that it doesn't look like he's the one selecting the ticket.